Pope Francis recently finished up his World Day of Prayer for Peace. It says here from Vatican Radio, Pope Francis concludes World Day of Prayer for Peace. And this is from the Vatican Radio. And you can see him here lighting a candle, it looks like, and saying prayers with people with different denominations and different faiths. What got me when I was reading this article is they keep using in this article the word thirst for peace. What the world doesn't understand is that only Jesus can satisfy that thirst for peace. Jesus is that Prince of Peace. And the peace that the world thirsts for will not happen until the Prince of Peace, who is the Lord Jesus Christ himself, returns. So this counterfeit peace that is going on looks good to the world, doesn't it? Satan is packaging it to look like it's a beautiful thing to the world. But this is not why. This is not the peace that Jesus came to teach us about. Remember, he said, "I do not give peace as the world gives peace." Well, how does the world give peace? The world gives peace, like I've said before in this channel, at the expense of the truth. This article goes on to say, Pope Francis presided over the closing ceremony of the World Day of Prayer for Peace in Assisi on Tuesday afternoon. And this is September 20th, this week. The ceremony followed an early afternoon prayer, not in common, but separately according to religious tradition. Thirst for peace, religions and cultures in dialogue was the theme of this 30th anniversary celebration of the World Day, which Pope St. John Paul II first convoked in the city of St. Francis in 1986. We have come to Assisi as pilgrims in search of peace. Now, again, peace can only be found in Jesus. He is the Prince of Peace. This is his title. And no Pope in Rome can bring that to the world apart from Jesus Christ. Okay, it says here, he says here, we carry within us and place before God the hopes and sorrows of many persons and peoples. We thirst for peace. We desire to witness peace. Above all, said Pope Francis, we need to pray for peace because peace is God's gift, and it lies with us to plead for it, embrace it, and build it every day with God's help. Before the closing ceremony, the Holy Father, now that's again is blasphemous, is taking the name of God himself, the Holy Father, delivered a meditation on peace to a gathering of leaders from various Christian churches and ecclesial communities in the lower basilica of St. Francis. All right, let me see here. Much has changed in the 3 decades that have passed since Pope St. John Paul II held the first event. The spirit of Assisi, however, remains unchanged, and each of us has a part to play in realizing the hope for peace that animates this event. Peace is a universal responsibility, he says here. Let us assume this responsibility, reaffirming today our yes to being together builders for the peace that God wishes for us and for which humanity thirsts. All through this article, it's speaking about the thirst for peace. And remember, Paul said, as soon as they say peace and safety, sudden destruction comes upon them. Why? Because Jesus did not come to bring peace but a sword. His doctrine is not peace at the expense of the truth. I can't emphasize this enough, that this peace movement, this ecumenical movement that Pope Francis is trying to bring about, is being packaged by Satan to look like a beautiful thing, a harmonious thing to the world. And instead, Jesus would come and he'd take his whip and drive everybody out and say, no, I'm coming to bring a sword of division for the sake of truth. What you see going on here is not what Jesus was here to do. Jesus did not come to make peace with the world. He said, Father, I do not pray for the world, but for those you have given me. He called us out of the world. I do not give peace as the world gives peace. He himself is our peace. Christ doesn't just give us peace, he is our peace. And there will not be peace in this earth until the Prince of Peace, the Lord Jesus Christ, returns. So this is just an ecumenical update for you all. Thank you for listening, and please keep watching. He's coming soon.